Poor people who have dated rich people, what did you learn? 1. My ex-wife had a grandfather that was a multimillionaire. Christmas time at their house was like being in another world. All of the different family members would try to get a moment with the king and kissed butt as much as possible. I spent my time down on the ground playing with my kids and was happy to get out of there. About a week or two after, I got a phone call from Grandpa. He wanted to know what he could do for my family. I told him I didn't want any of his money, but I would like my kids to know their great-grandfather. Later that year, he showed up at our place unexpected and spent most of the afternoon telling stories with me about his youth. He set up a trust fund for each one of my kids to have their college paid for a little bit after that. He told me out of all of his in-laws, I was the only one that never asked him for anything but to be himself. 2. I learned just how productive having money can be. Something needs to be fixed or replaced? We can afford to. Want to do something fun or adventurous? Sure, let's do it now. Want to eat healthier? We can afford all the ingredients. 3. Dated a man who didn't work, lived off of a trust fund. Oddly, since he could afford nearly anything, nothing had any value. He'd buy a $400 KitchenAid mixer and burn it up making Christmas candy the first week. If he decided to make more candy, he'd just go buy another $400 mixer. Nothing meant particularly anything to him. 4. How real the network or bubble of it is. It's this weird internal community of people with money, and thus power, who are willing to make things happen as long as you're in. I mean, I would meet people at a fundraiser or something and 5 minutes later, they're happy to make a call that will get me a job at some huge firm. Or like, my then boyfriend would say, let's go this concert. Tickets are $180, but it's okay because a friend's parents have a box, so we'll just join them. Or even one time the dishwasher in our flat broke, but we didn't have to pay a dime for repairs, because his friend from high school's parents own the building, so they're fixing it for free as a favor. 5. My wife's family has no concept of what a workday is. 6. Just made me realize how expensive being poor is. They never have debt, never need to look at their balance to see if they can buy food, and never pay interest on overdue bills. 7. He didn't have any concept of saving money, it was always just there because his money was always earning money. Having money was an income stream of itself. Also, he had no concept of how much anything cost. Was going to get some groceries for dinner and he gave me $300 to pick up some basics. 8. If you have a lot of money, people give you so much free stuff all the time trying to earn your business or procure donations. Ironic that the people who can best afford to pay for the items get comped the most.